O Abu Dharr, you will live alone, die alone, and be raised up alone on the Day of Judgment. Some people were not meant to be surrounded by others, but most of us were. In fact, one of the roots of the word insan in Arabic is uns, which is a word used to describe the comfort that comes with special human connection. So human beings seek comfort through connecting with others, and Allah created us to be within families, extended families, neighborhoods, and communities. That's why the Sunnah has created all types of spaces of community and belonging. The 5 daily prayers at the masjid, the Taraweeh prayers at night in Ramadan, sharing meals and feeding people together. And even when traveling, the Prophet ﷺ advised to always have a companion. In some narrations, he even forbids spending the night alone or traveling by yourself if you have the choice not to. أن يبيت الرجل وحده أو يسافر وحده. Why? The Prophet ﷺ said that shaitan is like a wolf that always attacks the lone sheep. فَعَلَيْكُمْ بِالْجَمَاعَةِ وَالْعَامَةِ. So stay close to the community and do not isolate yourself. That's actually partly why it's an act of worship to have a walima after a wedding and a aqiqah after a newborn. The Prophet ﷺ praised circles of knowledge and remembrance as gardens of paradise that the angels roam around the streets every night looking for. Allah created nearly everything in pairs. وَمِن كُلِّ شَيْءٍ خَلَقْنَا زَوْجَيْنِ لَعَلَّكُمْ تَذَكَّرُونَ. And of all things we created pairs so that perhaps you will remember. Musa alayhi salam asked for Allah to give him in his brother a prophet. أُشْتُدْ بِهِ أَزْرِي وَأَشْرِكْهُ فِي أَمْرِي. Strengthen me through him and let him share with me in my burden. Some of the scholars said that no one has ever done a greater favor for someone else like Musa. Through his dua, his brother was made a prophet. And of course, human beings crave for a spouse to find comfort from loneliness. وَمِنْ آيَاتِهِ أَنْ خَلَقَ لَكُم مِّنْ أَنفُسِكُمْ أَزْوَاجًا لِتَسْكُنُوا إِلَيْهَا. From his signs is that he created for you spouses from yourselves so that you can dwell with them in tranquility. The Prophet ﷺ encouraged marriage so strongly that he said, "An-nikahu min sunnati." Marriage is from my sunnah, and whoever turns away from my sunnah is not from me. And it's a bond that fosters love and mercy. وَجَعَلَ بَيْنَكُمْ مَوَدَّةً وَرَحْمَةً. Imam al-Razi rahimahullah comments on this by saying that one of the signs of Allah in marriage is that a person can have even more love for a person that they just met a few months ago than the family they've known their entire lives. And the best unions are the ones that bring families together. The people that loved you before and the people that you are to love now, whereby you give everyone their right and grow the circle of mercy and tranquility. And before you know it, you may have a new life ahead of you and a partner to share it with you. Your destinies are now forever tied with each other. In Jannah, no one is single. And if two people make it to Jannah together, they have each other there too. So you might actually be marrying a piece of your Jannah here. And just as your life was filled with beautiful moments in this world, Allah will make your spouse the most beautiful part of your Jannah if you do the righteous deeds that earn His pleasure together. But what if loneliness is your decree here? And beyond marriage, why would that even be the case at different points of your life? The scholars mention various types of loneliness. When you're without a companion or a friend or a family member, it is difficult, but it could be to unlock the gifts of khalwa, seclusion, and learning to ponder upon the signs of Allah without the distraction of people. Then there's the loneliness of estrangement, and that's the hardest type. When people leave you because of who you are, or who you are naturally causes you to drift away from people. You can have loneliness decreed upon you because you have such bad character and no one wants to be around you. And the Prophet ﷺ said that the worst person is the one that people abandon because they don't want to deal with their foul mouths. So Allah could be prescribing you loneliness in that form so that you can finally work on your temper or bad character, so that you don't alienate the people you love anymore.